Hi. Today, I want to talk about how you can get a really deep understanding of your ideal listener, your dream listener, the one that you really want to attract to your podcast. And the way we do that is we work with a tool called an empathy map. An empathy map is a tool that was developed by Dave Gray at Explain. So, a big shout out to Dave. I love your empathy map tool. And what it does is it allows you to build a deeper understanding of somebody else at a level that's way beyond just the psychographics, like are they male or female, how old are they, where do they live, and so on, but gets to their values, their beliefs, their aspirations, their challenges, and so on. And the more you know about that, the more you'll be able to serve them, the more you'll be able to give them valuable information and connect with them really deeply in the podcast. And that's really what it's all about, what you aim to do in the podcast, right? So I'll have a link in the first comment underneath the LinkedIn post to our version of the empathy map. So go and check that out there, because if you go through with this exercise, as I'm suggesting today, you'll need that document there. So the first thing you do after you've downloaded that document, start out with two or three of your favorite listeners, the ones that regularly listen to your podcast, the ones who engage with it, the ones who give you feedback, the ones who write reviews, and you know they really love your episode. They can't wait for each subsequent episode. And in fact, if you miss an episode, they're the ones that get on the phone or tweet, "What's going on? Are you okay?" So start out with them because they're the ones you've already got a bit of a relationship with. Then imagine those people and use the map to answer the questions that we've got in our document. And in answering those questions, so they're broken down into six categories actually. The four primary categories are: what do they see? What do they hear? What do they feel? What do they think and feel? What do they say and do? And then the two additional categories there is their pains and their gains. That's the traditional Dave Gray empathy map. We've changed that a little bit to say their undesired state, their before they've listened to your podcast, for example, state, and then the transformation. So after they've listened to the podcast, what will they have? What will they be? And so on. Now, there's questions in all of those categories, and the idea is to go through imagining those ideal listeners that you've got and answering those questions based on what you know about those ideal listeners. Now, the key thing here is draw the answers. Sketch out the answers. Don't write words down. Don't write sentences. Represent it as a sketch, as a drawing, as a cartoon. Be as creative as you like. And don't worry, I'm probably the world's worst drawer. My stick figures are even abysmal. But the drawing accesses the more creative side of the brain. It bypasses the logical filters that we might have in place and really gives you access to a lot deeper understanding that might be at the subconscious level. So draw them, use diagrams, use sketches, represent it in any visual way that you can. The second really key point is to then take that empathy map drawing and describe your ideal listener based on that drawing, explain that drawing to another person, and record yourself doing that. Record yourself explaining it to someone else, and just keep talking to the sketches, to the diagram, to the picture, and be as expansive as you can whilst recording it. Now, as a podcaster, you'll be quite comfortable recording yourself speak, right? And the really amazing thing about this is it does bypass the critical thinking faculty where you may just access the conscious level of thinking, and you actually get into the unconscious and find lots of deep connections and a deep understanding of that ideal listener. And with that information and with that knowledge, you can write out then from your recording a really deep profile, a story. What are the stories that they tell themselves? And that gives you such a deep level of understanding that when you then go on to a podcast as a guest, or when you're recording your own podcasts, you have the ability to really build a great connection with that ideal listener. And that is so important. So check out the link in the first comment to the empathy map. Have a look at the document, have a look at the questions, put it out ideally on a big flip chart, or even better, on a big whiteboard, and start drawing. And let me know how you go, because I love this exercise, have a lot of fun with it as well. But I think if you follow the steps that I've outlined, you'll find that there's a lot of valuable information that you can access that may not be top of mind right now. If you get value from these videos that I post each day on LinkedIn, please share them with others so that they can share in the value, and like the video, like the post, and comment on it as well. Love to get your feedback. That's all for today. Keep being awesome, and let's make marketing human again.